Don't stop it. Stop. Stop. What are you doing?
Snap.
No, don't.
I just give an ow.
Ah, stop it.
Now real good one, like a big
No.
oof.
Why are you?
Okay, well now I just got.
Stop.
What?
What?
I have a rubber band and I'm not afraid to use it.
He's attacking me.
Hey!
This is not fun.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm gonna get. We're gonna have a separate microphone for you soon.
You go put me in the bad boy
You're
box.
gonna be put in the corner, away from all the other kids.
I have a paper cut, but it's not from paper. It's from sheet metal.
Okay. All right.
I locked myself out of my car
When did that happen?
yesterday.
What? So you use sheet metal to get into your car?
I tried to. I ended up using a stick. But okay, so you know my buddy Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Alex and Ryan who came and helped me out. They had this old, like, it's old in terms of like appearance wise, like they've had it for a while, but it's like one of those kits where they have like the basically car door lock thing. It's like a thin piece of sheet metal with like different hooks on it and stuff. You slide it in through like the window by the glass and try to fuck with the stuff on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tried doing that, and then it got stuck because we had ended up pushing it too hard, and the sheet metal thing like bent. It was not good. It was very bad. Almost got stuck in the window. But so I had to yank it out, and it had like a cover thing for it, but I didn't grip it by that part just because I was trying to get a better leverage point on it, and I kind of slid across it, and it wasn't a big deal at the time. But if you look right here,
He's got it. He's got the cut.
little sliced fingy. It also was on this one a little bit, but this one's not near as. It's not even bad. It's just like a little.
It's like a paper cut. It's just annoying in the moment, and then it just you forget it's even there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I got like a little sheet metal cut, and maybe I have tetanus.
That wouldn't be good if you had tetanus.
I probably don't. It doesn't look infected.
I mean, it is a fun game, but
That's Tetris. I need to get a shot.
You need to get a shot, or you need to get shot.
Surprise me.
Okay.
No, but like a tetanus shot.
Yeah. You probably was it rusty?
No, it was fine.
Well, you should still probably get it checked out. Have you washed it good?
Yeah, it's the first thing I did.
Oh, good.
Well, it looks fine.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't look infected or anything. It just looks like, yeah. I don't know. I think
I'll be fine.
Yeah. Well.
Or talking about me injuring myself. Did I ever tell you? I'm just looking at my hand now and I'm seeing the scars.
What? Where did that come from?
I've had this like basically as long as you've known me. In fact, I've definitely had this since before I knew you.
Where did it come from?
I fell through a glass door.
Oh my god. He has like this like very defined scar just on the palm of his hand.
What had happened was when I was in high school, I ended up having to go to the doctor about it because like anything could have gone wrong. I actually could be very much dead right now, very easily, having fallen through a glass door.
Mm-hmm.
But so I had forgotten my script for play practice, so I ran home to go get it, and the very last step of my home used to have like this little outcropping over it, very small.
Uh-huh.
But because I was running, my foot was right up against the stair. So the other foot comes up, I'm running, and then my toes just hook on that outcropping, which is just enough to throw me off balance for me to teeter over. So I was gonna throw the door open, but obviously now I'm falling, so I fall through the glass door, and I stick my hand out to try to catch myself, which is what shatters the glass. And that's what causes the initial scraping right here. And so that's what cut here. I had a bunch of smaller lacerations all over, including some on my head from where I went through. But no, here's the craziest part. I saw, as I was going through the glass, a single shard just stayed there, like sharp and pointy, like huge, like enough to fucking cut me in half.
Yeah.
And I was going to fall on it. But at the last second, the door kind of like, not off its hinges, but got knocked out of the doorway and swung open. So like the glass thing was just like, as I was falling
So it
towards
just swung away.
Yes.
You're like, I bet your whole life just flashed before your eyes.
Yeah.
You could not be with us right now.
I could be very much dead.
You could be what would very much dead be? Just dead?
Dead.
Oh, damn, that's very dead.
Very dead. Cadaverific.
Oof. I jumped off a dresser when I was younger
Oh, I've done that.
and broke my elbow.
Broke your elbow?
Broke my elbow.
I knocked out 2 teeth.
Damn.
Fun times.
Kids do stupid shit.
Never
I also
stop.
have a scar on my head that's like a backwards J, but I don't know where it came from.
I knew a kid in high school. It was in middle school when he got it though.
Mm-hmm.
You know those really poorly designed desks that are just off balance, where
Mhm.
they have the one thing come off to the side?
Oh yeah.
He dropped a pencil and tried to reach it. It was a little too far. But he was a tall boy, so he's like, "I'll just lean over more and get it." Well, that teetered the whole desk over, but he managed to grab the pencil, so it's in his hand. He's falling. He's trying to catch himself. The pencil's up, and he fucking right on his head.
Oh, did it actually go in his head? Like it penetrated skin and.
It penetrated skin, and I'm pretty sure there was some damage to his skull. Not like serious. But
Oh
like,
my God.
I'm pretty sure like it injured the bone. They stitched him up, and it was a T, and everybody started calling him Terry Potter.
Terry Potter.
'Cause it was like a scar right on his like head.
Oh my God. He just lived his life with that nickname then?
I mean, his life isn't over.
Oh, right.
Did not. Yeah, we went to the funeral, saw it, and was like, ah, Harry Potter. No, that's not what happened at all.
Just get one more laugh going to his. Oh.
End bullying. Stop it. Unless they're a weird kid, then straighten them out. But don't be mean about it.
Wow.
Hey,
Sometimes
hey,
weird can be good.
I would have been not just because sometimes it can doesn't mean it always is.
You're right.
I owe a considerable amount of me not being a freak to a degree of bullying. I had like ADHD real bad,
Mm-hmm.
and technically I still have it, but I'm better about channeling that energy now.
Yeah.
And sometimes I consider taking medication, but I had really bad experiences when I was young with it. Yo, ADHD kids, who here knows about the medicines that make you feel like you're dead inside? But
Just 5 people went, I do.
me. I feel the dead all the time.
I do, but it's depression.
Oh, God, that's really what it was, though. It's just induced to depression.
Oh, yeah.
Really bad.
I've heard horror stories about ADHD medication.
Bad times just thinking about it. Give me
All
the
right.
jeebies.
Anyway.
But so basically, I was like, I'm not taking this medication. But then the offside of that was like, I would do the weirdest stuff, and I would get super excited about the most mundane garbage. And it was only people being like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking weirdo, goddamn freak."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh man, this is not an appropriate reaction, is it? Oh man, I feel bad and dumb, and I should be better. And don't get me wrong, I'm not endorsing conformity. You shouldn't just do whatever the crowd tells you to do. But I don't know. This is my hot take. I
You
think,
gotta be able to operate in society.
right. I don't think bullying is good, but I think bullying is a symptom of a unchecked natural social response of humans. Just make sure that people are behaving in not necessarily a specific but acceptable manner.
Yeah.
And obviously bullying is not good, and bullying needs to be stopped, and all that. I don't disagree with that at all. Like, schools should be safe places, people should be able to get their education.
Oh,
Nobody
absolutely.
should be made fun of for who they are. But like, I don't know. I personally don't see anything wrong with being like, the way you're behaving is fucking whack, bro.
I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but like I mean, I used to be bullied, but it took me so long to figure out it was actually bullying. Like they would like kick me and like hit me and tell me I'm gross and like like at one point I was told to go just like basically
yourself?
like off myself, but
That's not cool.
I wasn't. It wasn't comprehending in my head. I just thought, oh, haha, they're joking, friends. That no, they weren't friends. They were assholes. And then once I realized it, it was like, oh, life's terrible.
I did a bit of bullying on the other end of it because I thought we were just palling around.
I know exactly what you mean.
And I was like, yeah, no, we tell mean jokes. I still enjoy banter. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely say some fucked up shit to you.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard some fucked up.
But it's
things.
not like I'm not trying to be malicious. But if you're doing that to everybody all the time, especially people who aren't into it, it's bullying. And like when I realized that, I felt so bad.
Oh yeah, no, it like I feel like every little kid in one way or another goes through that stage where like they themselves are the bully, but they just don't realize it because they think, oh, this is what everyone does. Haha, shit talking, But
Oh man, and it feels bad. That feels really bad when you're like, oh no, I'm a bully. Ah, dang it! I was spending so much time complaining about people being mean, I didn't realize I was a meanie. Ah.
sucks.
It does suck.
But
Don't
you get through it.
bully people. Don't bully people for who they are. Bully people for how they behave. Well, don't bully.
Ooh.
Bully is not the right word. And like, there's definitely nicer ways to do it. But like, I don't know. I mean, like, if you look at any pack animals, there's like a certain social structure, and it's just instinctual to go after people who do not fit the mold.
Right.
And obviously the mold's always changing, and you should never be forced to conform to anything or anything like that. But I don't know. It obviously, I feel like there's something instinctual about it. I mean, honestly, no offense to anybody who's homeschooled. I've been homeschooled a bit. But there's definitely some kind of benefit to being not bullied per se, but exposed to societal norms. Because, and obviously not with everybody, but like, I would say, in my experience, more often than not, someone's homeschooled before they tell you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. There's something just a little, like, most of the time they're not, like, way out there, but you can definitely tell they're not, fully understanding of, like,
and that's
how social dynamics work.
And that's not to say they're bad people or anything like that.
No.
I've met some wonderful people who were homeschooled, and, a lot of times they were really smart people. But social cues, just sometimes it's like, oh, dude.
You gotta be out in society to pick up on them.
You do. It's not something it's definitely not. Because I think the desire to make everybody behave a similar way is instinctual, but definitely the culture itself is definitely taught. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, that is not something, we are not behaving the same way we did even 50 years ago. Forget about 200, 1,000, however many years ago.
Right.
Like, culture changes, but I think the desire to have people behave at least somewhat similarly, like, what's the term for that? Like, an acceptable deviation? Where it's like, I mean, like, I imagine in the 80s if everybody kept talking about how much they eat ass, that would be unkosher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But now it's like, now people just are like, on Instagram, don't fucking talk to me unless you eat ass.
Oh, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely.
It's in Tinder bios. It's everywhere. Like, it's everywhere. Everybody doing it.
Everyone.
Don't you want to be a cool kid? Come on. God. Jeffrey. You can't fucking roll with us if you're not gonna fucking just slam down on some ass, bro.
Damn, that took a turn. Now we're just talking about
eating ass.
Eating ass.
Well, I think it's a really good example.
We had a very good anti-bullying type stance. Now we're just
I think it's a really good example though of like a big cultural change. That's definitely not instinctual.
There are so many. Did you say that's definitely not instinctual?
Yeah, there's no there's no way
right.
that's a cultural thing. You can't. Nobody's born like
ass. No,
I hunger.
I mean, I was just thinking about this the other day. I mean, so many things like, just like all the jokes we tell now, and like the way we deliver them now, it's just through memes on the internet. Back then, that would be just weird. People wouldn't get it.
Oh, there's no way. If you sent a meme back in time, no, they would have no possible way to understand it.
They would have no clue what it was or anything.
And like, you ever think about meta memes and how there's no way anybody like 10 years or 10 years in the past or 10 years in the future would be able to get it? Like, I saw one, and it was just Thanos, and it just said, the first 3 panels. And it was that scene. And immediately I knew it was did you do it? Yes. What did it cost? the first 3 panels.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do I know that? Why is that something that I have learned?
You only get like just one of like 10 parts, but you know exactly what it is.
It's incredible.
Oh yeah.
Human mind does some funny shit with patterns.
Like they truly are becoming like their own language, their own.
They're hieroglyphs.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. They're just like the new version of hieroglyphic writing.
Because like
the Egyptians would be proud.
I don't know about that one. I mean, they certainly like about how much we appreciate cats.
Cats are great.
Cats are pretty good.
Fucking love cats.
But I don't know. I mean, a lot of memes use like words in them. Like they add context or a new meaning to the image by, adding words onto it. But then like over time, if a meme becomes well known enough, you like the one where the dude's pointing at the butterfly.
Oh yeah.
You can just do that, and like you slap images on images.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's one where the butterfly's like replaced with an ear, and then it's like the dude's face has a fly on it.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also in the hand, it's the dude from the free real estate meme.
Right.
And it's like, how the hell would anybody get this?
But then you do.
And then you do.
You just understand what it means and what it's trying to get across.
Imagine being an 80-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
Your grandkids come up and they're like, what was it like growing up, Granddad? And you just have to try your best to explain memes.
You say, sit there, child. And then you bring out the sacred text.
There's going to be meme dialects.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's definitely, even now, there are memes that I imagine kids in middle school and grade school get that you and I would not understand.
Oh, absolutely. There are memes that come out now that you can just tell they're meant for just such a younger crowd that you yourself are just like, I have no clue what this is.
Yeah.
Or what it means. What's the joke here?
Those things are gonna, when they get older, those early memes that they were exposed to, that they experienced, are gonna become the basis for their memes later down the line.
Oh,
so there's gonna be meta memes that we don't understand because we weren't a part of them.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
All these kids with their newfangled memes.
Oh, they don't know the good memes like we knew.
Grumpy cat.
Back in my day. Grumpy cat.
Grumpy cat.
Grumpy cat died.
Oh, is that true?
Yes, actually.
Oh, pour one out for Grumpy cat.
Don't actually. You got root beer. That's hard to get out of carpet. Yeah. No. I mean, I think earlier I was saying something like, you said like internet historian. That's not real history, dude. No, that legit is going to become like an actual studied.
I don't know if it's going to be studied.
Maybe not, but like not like that itself, but like internet historians are going to start becoming a thing. Keeping track and studying like what the culture was back then.
I mean, there are certain things that happen on the internet that definitely have research potential. Like, I never personally got big into Warcraft. I played it sometimes with some friends, but I never got a huge amount into it. And that was only for me recently with the re-release, but I do know about like the glitch that happened in one of the raids where there was basically what happened was there was an effect in the game that functioned like it was called like a sickness, a pestilence, right? And it was supposed to only affect you for a few seconds in game. But people's pets, like the things in the game, could have it and it wouldn't go away due to a glitch in the code. And so people would and then it wasn't supposed to leave the dungeon arena, but the pets would bring it with them. And then the pets version of it, where the thing mutated, where it didn't go away, would jump to players who weren't that guy, and it would just die. And so it spread like a plague. And people were like, oh shit, what the fuck's happening? And so that event has been like screenshotted and recorded and like what players did. And some people acted like bioterrorists because it would stay with you if you respawned. It would stay with your pet because your pet didn't technically die. And they would go into like crowded areas and try to disperse it. So it's been used as a model, and it's studied by the CDC as both how people will react in the event of a sudden like epidemic, and also like how to watch out for bioterrorists and what they will probably do to try to infect cities.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so messed up. That's actually scary. That's like the mindset like someone went to. Not, oh man, this is bad. I gotta like keep other people safe. No, let's spread it.
Well, because it's a game.
Yeah.
It's low stakes. No one's actually gonna
Well,
die. But
obviously, but it's still just like that idea. Because like okay, somebody in the game, whatever, that's harmless. But then it makes you realize people in real life will form that same idea. Ah, damn.
the corona with Lyme virus.
I was gonna like that's gonna happen. With people are gonna start like going into big cities when just infecting people. Somebody turns around, what? What? And then just, oh fuck.
Run.
Run. Damn.
I really doubt that's gonna happen. I really hope that doesn't happen. But first confirmed death though in the States.
In the U.S., yeah. Oh, that's spooky.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't just somebody out there. Like, I'm pretty sure they were under observation.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, it wasn't just like some guy nobody knew about.
The thing is though, like they're starting to have multiple cases where they just don't know the origin or where they got it from.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, no, it's scary times we're living in. But I don't know. From everything I've also heard, like the CDC is also just straight up telling people like just treat it like a bad flu, like super bad flu season. Like as long as you like take basic care of yourself.
Yeah, but have you ever thought about maybe the government does a lie? Don't want you to panic. Oh fuck.
What? Now you're panicking?
No.
Oh, are you okay? All right.
Have you seen a Sonic movie?
The Sonic? No. Did you go to see it?
I've seen the Sonic movie.
What? I thought you said you were going to.
I'm not. I wasn't going to.
And then I was like, oh, I kind of want to see it, and you're like, well, good luck. And now you went to see it.
I didn't want to. I literally got dragged by somebody who didn't want to go alone to a child's movie.
Who didn't want to go alone?
I'm not gonna name names. But if you're listening, you know who you are.
Do they listen?
No.
Okay. Well.
But no,
So was it
the best thing I can say about that movie is that it is a decent children's movie. Children will enjoy the heck out of that movie. I don't want to nitpick it because it's just designed to be a children's movie. But if I did decide to nitpick the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, there would be a lot to say.
Oh, I'm sure. Apparently, it's the highest rated video game movie of all time.
That's upsetting. Actually,
it surpassed Detective.
Yeah,
Pikachu.
that's actually very upsetting.
I like Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu is a very good movie.
It's very good. And then I heard Sonic, and I feel like what it is. I haven't seen Sonic, so I can't speak to like my own experience. But just from what I've heard from people, I feel like the actual just reaction to it is, oh, this wasn't as bad as we thought it would be, and so that means it's good. But in reality, it probably means it's still not great or good.
Very underwhelming.
Is it just mediocre at best?
Yes, yeah. Absolutely mediocre at best. Mm-hmm. It's like, you ever seen a movie? I guarantee everybody's seen it. This is like one of those old ones where it's like, oh, this guy's with the animated character and they got to go on a journey together.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
It's that movie. Okay, you've seen the Sonic movie.
Somebody straight up posted a picture, and it was just the animated character in the passenger seat, and then the live action driver, and it was like 10 of them.
Yeah,
and it was the same exact shot for each one.
It's that movie.
Just swap the animated character, and it's that movie.
One weird criticism I do have of it is it's like underwhelmingly, there's not enough fan service, which is weird to say, but like half the time you're watching it, you're just like, is this a Sonic? Like, that's Sonic, but is Sonic things happening?
Right. Well, just from the trailers I saw, I'm confused as to why they chose to do it like that thing where they bring him into our world, when you had like no.
Minor spoilers. Sonic's world is our world. He's not from another dimension. He's an alien.
Oh, he's an alien. So he comes to Earth.
Yes.
So, okay, well, they bring him to Earth, right?
Yes.
They take him out of his environment and put him in our environment. And, like, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, Why would that be the choice to like do that when you had Detective Pokemon or Detective
Detective Polka guy.
Detective Pokemon? No, Detective Pikachu, where they did like they built the world.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like, oh, this is Earth. It's like, well, is it Earth in Pokemon? I don't know. It wasn't like our Earth anyway.
Yeah.
It
was a Pokemon. It was a Pokemon world.
Yeah, and it was like that would like they did such a good job of doing that. Why would? But I mean it's a different studio too. That just feels like so weird to do when it worked out for the other. That's why people really liked it.
I mean, it's hard to say, especially when you're not involved in like the production. We could just watch the commentary and then talk about it and see. Go into a podcast idea where it's you talk about a movie after watching it, and then you talk about a movie after watching it with the commentary on.
So we have two separate podcasts.
No,
of the same movie.
It's the first 30 minutes is just talking about it before. Second 30 minutes is talking about it after with the insight of the people who worked on it.
Ooh.
I've also had another idea for a podcast. We might not be able to take this one because I did talk about it with other people and they seem to really like it. It's a podcast called Director's Commentary where we just watch movies, but somebody pretends to be George Lucas.
Oh my god.
And the thing about this is I really like what they did with Sonic because a very good animated character, good for the kids. They'll love that. Love it a lot. I like how we were in the Pentagon. Not enough of the Pentagon. You need more politics in the Sonic movie. Kids
Was he in the Pentagon?
love politics. Huh?
The Pentagon's in the Sonic movie?
Huh?
Is the Pentagon in the Sonic? Just answer the question. Nobody cares.
Yeah, the Pentagon's in the Sonic movie.
Why?
Dude, no. It's literally one of the scenes that upsets me the most. It's literally one of the scenes that upsets me the most. So, basically, Sonic does an oops on Earth and makes like a big power surge and the U.S. government's like, was that a fucking EMP? Did something happen? What's going on? And they're like, nope, this doesn't match the signs for an EMP. There was a large power surge and we're not really sure what to do. And he goes, all right, I want contingency plans. What are we going to do? And then like 3 different people give him like different plans of what to do. Like, we'll move in the Air Force. We'll move in, blah, blah. We'll do this. We'll do that. And he goes, no, we don't have a choice. We'll have to bring him in. And they're like, what? No, you can't be serious. He goes, we have no other choice. And then they decide to bring in Dr. Robotnik, but they literally gave him like 5 other choices in that scene, but it was just like a scene to set up Dr. Robotnik and nothing else. And so it's like, nope, we don't have a choice. Even though he just asked for options.
He goes, what are my options? They list A through Z?
No! Those aren't options.
We need
Dr. Robotnik.
We need Plan A.
We need Plan Egg.
Egg.
Jim Carrey's actually, I love him.
Was he good in the movie?
I mean, I just love seeing Jim Carrey in anything, and I don't think the role itself was anything special, but like just seeing Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey,
damn,
sublime.
That's actually the biggest reason why I want to go see it is just Jim Carrey.
If you just want to go see Jim Carrey, you will have at least a decent time during the Jim Carrey scenes. There is not enough Jim Carrey in this movie for my liking.
Is there really not?
There's not enough Jim Carrey.
Ah, that's upsetting.
Because, so, for any people who aren't huge Sonic lore buffs, like nobody in this room, obviously, in the games, Robotnik does, an Eggman, whoever you want to call him, does a lot of his work through robots and like drones and stuff. And that trend stays true in the movie.
Okay.
So, more often than not, the drones are on screen. The drones are definitely on screen more than Robotnik himself.
Aw. Alright.
And they're definitely like more of like the presence of a threat. And like, he has this thing where he talks to them through them, but it's just, I'd rather see him there. Because there are moments, especially near the end, where he's just there and he's hamming it up. And it's like, yes! Yes! This is what I wanted to see, Jim! Yes! And there just wasn't enough of it.
Yeah.
Dude, he's actually so funny. Like, not funny, but it's so amusing. Because it's like a cartoon version of like the Sherlock Holmes trope where it's like, I'm so smart, I don't care about people or relate to them.
Right.
Like, it's so funny. Like, you've seen the trailer, right? Where he's like, who's in charge here? I'm Captain. Nope! Wrong!
Yeah.
I'm Corporal. Nope! I'm in charge! Nope! What's your name? My name is Corporal. No one cares! so funny.
No, no. The only thing from those trailers that actually like made me go, "Damn, this is Jim Carrey."
Jim Carrey's great.
So I gotta see it for Jim Carrey. Gotta support. Jim.
I will watch it with you again for Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey.
So
Jim
all right.
Carrey.
Well, then we'll plan on that. We'll go see it sometime.
Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events, the movie with Jim Carrey, was also really good.
Oh, dude. Okay, I've only seen it once. I gotta sit down and watch it again. But I remember like watching it and I was like, "Damn, Jim Carrey is just."
That would be such a fun
What's
role.
really interesting is like I was like I just remember because I watched it when I was younger. As I was watching it, I was just like, I know this is supposed to be like over the top, but he's playing it just very, like he's very in character. He's very sinister.
Yes. Orphans. So good. I actually really love that book series. I would love if I wish anybody in the world liked that book series as much as I do, because I think there's so much like that isn't answered, and I would just love to spend hours talking about the implications of a lot of the things in that book.
Wasn't there a Netflix series?
There was a Netflix series.
Is it good?
Very good. I enjoyed it quite profusely.
Did they complete it?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
I think 2 years.
Yeah. Oh my, really?
I'm pretty sure it was 2018.
So I remember.
It might have come out in 2018 and finished. No, it might have even been sooner. I think it finished in 2018. I might be wrong about that.
I was gonna say because Neil Patrick Harris played.
Oh, Neil Patrick Harris was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal.
So all right then. After The Boys, you want to watch Lemony Snicket?
This is the Netflix
We'll
one?
start with the movie and then we'll just go into.
The thing about the movie
series.
is they didn't plan for a sequel. Right? They just gave him a happy ending in it, which is great, but kind of defeats the purpose of the books.
Damn.
As someone who has read those books multiple times, oh, they're so sad.
Dude, I tried reading the first book. I could
They're
not
so
finish it.
sad.
I was just, and this was like when I was a little kid, and I was
Yeah.
like, I can't. I'm not enjoying this.
No,
Like it's good, but I'm not having a good time.
I think I'm kind of an emotional masochist when it comes to stories, because I love when a story makes me get so invested that I feel so horrible.
I don't know why. It was just because normally I can, because I can watch a movie like that just fine. Like I'll be able to watch it all the way through and just like get really invested, or even a TV show. But for some reason, just like the book, I couldn't. I wasn't having it.
I think it's because it leaves it up to your imagination in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. It's also been super long, so I don't know how much I can say on this.
Dude, Lemony Snicket was a crazy freaking writer. I remember one time, I think it was in the Eraz elevator, or Erez, I don't know how to pronounce it. He's like, the elevator shaft was so dark, and then it's just a totally inked out page. The other side, it's a totally inked out page. And it's a totally inked out page. It's like that for like 5 pages, and it goes, if you combined it all this dark, it would be almost as dark as that elevator shaft.
Oh my god. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like a way of doing that.
And then there's this other part where the brother Klaus is like doing research late into the night, and he got so tired that he found himself reading the same sentence over and over again, that he found himself reading the same sentence over and over again, that he found himself reading, and it's like that done like a whole page.
Oh my god.
Lemony Snicket just did some kooky stuff. It was like super freeform in a lot of ways, and I was like, whoa. And freaking grade school me was like, oh my god. Oh, he used the words. He used the words to do the stuff. Oh.
Is that what you sounded like in grade school?
I hope not.
Okay.
I don't have very many recordings of myself in grade school, honestly.
Yeah, alright. I have recordings of myself from like 8th grade. If you go to like my oldest YouTube channel, Zilla 3000.
Yeah.
And you watch the very first thing I did of the Attack and the Parajuju walkthrough. God damn it, I hate listening to my voice. Just so it's this weird like it's puberty, but it's this weird sort of stuck between like still high but low. So it's this weird sort of hello everyone and welcome to, and it's like I can't even replicate it.
I don't think anybody likes their puberty voice.
No, puberty voices aren't good at all.
Sometimes I'm like, God, I hate my voice, because my voice does a lot of fluctuations as well. Like, you know me, you listen to me talk. My voice will shift.
Nothing else to do when you're around. Sorry, I was like, No, what are you doing?
I have decided
No.
to end my own life.
No. Oh, God. I wonder if it picked up that cracking.
Probably not, but...
Oh, man, I remember when I had the lav mic hooked up to you,
Oh.
and you cracked your neck, and I had headphones on. I heard that, and I was just like, ooh. Ooh.
I like cracking my neck. It feels good.
Damn.
What?
I can't crack my neck. So many people can. I can't. Cannot do it.
Well, I think for just as many people that are able to crack their neck, there are an equal number of people who can't and really don't want to.
Damn. No?
That is a gross noise. You should stop.
I don't know, I don't know what else I got. Where's the conversation going now?
We're talking
That's the question.
We were talking about lemon tart, a series of unfortunate pastries.
No, we were talking about what? What?
Lemony
Pastries.
Snicket's, a series of unfortunate events.
Now you got me thinking about pastries.
I think if I have enough money when I retire,
Yeah.
I just as a hobby would open a bakery.
Really?
I love pastries.
Well,
And I love the smell of like a bakery.
what would you? Oh, the smell of a bakery.
Yeah.
Just all that fresh.
All the fresh
Goodness.
bread, and treats, and the lights. Yeah.
What would you make?
Definitely some croissant. I probably tried my hand at making some conchas and some other Mexican pastries.
Also, it'd be a Mexican pastry shop.
Not
Oh,
exclusively.
what if you like made like a world, like it was all different pastries from around the world?
That'd be kind of neat. Just
Yeah.
pick like a pastry from a pastry or two from each place.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I feel like a bunch of French and Italian people would beat me up if I sold a baguette and a ciabatta under the same roof. Because the ciabatta is Italy's direct response to the baguette. It's one of my favorite little history tidbits. Is basically one day Italy woke up and everybody was like making stuff with baguettes, and they were just importing a bunch of bread from France, and Italy's like, what the fuck? No.
No.
Absolutely not. And so bakers decided to make their own bread, and they came together and they made, like, came together, air quotes, whatever that might mean. Whether it's just like the recipe got passed around, or some bakers actually came together to try to come up with they made ciabatta.
Of course.
Because ciabatta, get this bread or we'll beat your ass.
So
That's not actually why.
so that was the Great Bread War between France and Italy.
Yeah, the Great Bread War was Italy being like, hey, wait a minute, stop getting their dumb French bread. Use this instead. And then they made ciabatta.
You should totally sell it under the same roof. Just reignite that fire. That'd be pretty good. But what's like an American pastry?
Donut.
Don't.
I don't know if that actually originates in America. I know apple pie certainly doesn't. Certainly. I'm Sean Connery. Certainly.
Certainly.
Certainly. Certainly. Croissant. Sean Connery. For croissant. 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 Dude, mixing accents is fun but hard. Like, God, you gotta talk like the way you don't, but twice. You feel me? Like, here in the U.S., we hear a lot... What the fuck?
I feel you, dude.
I've been had.
Hey. I did it. I had the hatting.
You're the Mad Hatter.
I'm the Mad Hatter.
Chris Hater.
Chris Hodder.
Hodditude. This is garbage.
Robin Hood.
Get rid. Burn it. This is a segment. If there's a segment you should get rid of, it's right now.
Why?
It was bad. It was dumb and bad.
It's just random.
Why do we name drop Chris Hater? This is dumb.
Chris Hader. What about Bill Hader?
Who?
Bill, you've never heard of Bill Hader?
I've never heard of a lot of people.
All right.
Who is he?
He's he played the adult version of the guy from Stranger Things in the It Chapter 2.
Oh,
Have you seen It Chapter
the
2?
Finn Wolfhard guy?
Yeah.
I've not seen the first It.
I haven't seen either of them.
I'm not a horror guy personally, At least not when it comes to movies and stuff. Like I like horror literature and probably horror games more so than I do like movies and books or movies and TV shows. Okay, I better clarify because I just talked a lot of bad.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Movies and TV shows, meh. Books and games, eh.
Yeah. Oh, dude, remember when you, me, and Zach played Outlast?
Oh god, that game.
That game. Oh man, I remember we went over to Zach's place and we just sort of sat in the in his basement. So he had the big TV and we just played until like 3 a.m.
Really late, yeah.
It was a fun time though.
It was a very good time.
Yeah. We got stuck at the doctor part.
Oh god.
That was like the last hour and a half of us playing.
Doctor's mean and he finds you when he.
It sucked because like after a while it's no longer scary. It's just like you just
let me live. I wanna win.
And then I think we got past it and we were just like, okay, we're done. We're done. Didn't you? I think you were the one that played the majority of that.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. We gotta do that again. We gotta do another Outlast playthrough.
I would rather do literally any other game than Outlast. It's like the only scary game we've played.
Well, I was like, I wanted to get through the whole trilogy. I have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
I think we could probably come back to Outlast, but I feel like literally every time you and I have played games together, it's Outlast.
That's not true.
What one other game we played together?
Didn't we play Crash Bandicoot?
No.
We don't play a lot of games, actually.
I would really much like to.
We need to. We need to start doing that.
You have a PlayStation, right?
Yes.
I should just buy you Bloodborne, because I fucking love that game.
You're gonna buy me a game?
Yes, I'm gonna buy you Bloodborne.
Guys, did you hear that? He's gonna buy me a game. If it's not here in a week, he lied.
What? No! I could probably find it on sale at this point. Bloodborne's like years old at this point. It probably wouldn't be expensive. But like,
so I bought Crash Team Racing, the remastered one or whatever, and I bought a second controller with it because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be playing with everybody, but then I moved to Vermilion and nobody wanted to come up and play.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Should I play some Crash Racing with you today?
Yeah, I mean we could. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Okay, let's do it. We should have just one big party where we just play video games and
yeah, absolutely.
Have a good time. Yeah.
This is hooked up to your computer, right?
The headphones?
No, the mic.
Yes.
So technically speaking, there's nothing stopping us with like moving the plug-in and stuff and disconnecting from the big monitor and unscrewing this bit right here and moving the mic to the table out there and recording some audio couch co-op.
No, there's nothing stopping us from doing that except for the fact that it's just a lot of work I don't want to do at this moment.
Well, not right now. I'm just saying hypothetically speaking.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Well, and I've shown you the audio equipment I've been wanting to get, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely going to...
That wouldn't be that hard to move this. You just got to move it over to your table. This bit right here.
Yeah, no, you just unscrew it and lift it over. So, yeah. There we go. We have a plan now.
Hooray.
We got a play date.
You're never too fucking big for playdates. Hang out with your friends and be there for them.
Please? You gotta say please, otherwise it's unpolite. I like how you were pointing at the monitor, like doing a thing, and it's like, this is audio, nobody's seeing this. You're just kind of doing things.
I just get lost in the sauce of a performance, even if it's just me.
Is it, were you performing?
Yeah.
Oh, so none of that was real?
What? Well,
none of it was...
It was like in character.
He lied to me.
No.
It was a character he was playing.
I meant what I was saying, but I was saying it as, like, not myself.
As Dr. Robotnik.
No. Dr. Robotnik's like, oh, Sonic, oh, I got a mustache and robots, and I'll wreck your shit, kid.
Is that how Jim Carrey plays him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Jim Carrey just sounds like Jim Carrey. Which I'm honestly kind of upset about. I would have loved it if Jim Carrey did a Robotnik voice.
I don't know. Well, got anything else?
Got lots of stuff, but nothing to talk about.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we're near an hour at this point.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, this has been a good time. It's been a fun. We just spent like the last 10 seconds just making weird faces that nobody could see, so it was just quiet.
And he moaned so loud, it sounded just like this. Oh! Have you seen that video?
I've seen. My friend Jesus showed me this one video of this dude. I don't know. I don't remember what was happening, but he just did this one laugh that was just like, it was funny.
Do you remember when we're talking about weird noises?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was it 2016 or maybe 2012. There was that dude running for election for president, and then like he went yeah, and that just undid his entire campaign because nobody took him seriously after that.
I think I know what you're talking about. Didn't he run? I think it was 2012 or something. Because I think I know. I don't remember the dude's name, but yeah, because I remember I was watching his video and they played this one clip of him and he just went like, and they were like, oh, everyone's saying this person's crazy, but don't you remember this guy from 2012? And then it was a clip of him going like, shaky decky.
Oh my god.
So I think it's the same dude.
Probably. Oh gosh.
We've had a lot of crazy people running for president.
We've had a lot of crazy people win presidency.
Yeah.
In particularly, I think of Andrew Jackson. That guy was a psychopath. Like, I know we've had some real stinkers in recent history, but oh my god, Andrew Jackson is insane to me. Like, not like Andrew. There's no way Andrew Jackson would have gotten elected if like media existed then like it does now.
Oh my.
I mean, the worst thing he did was the Trail of Tears.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So that's really fucking bad. But I mean, just as a person, like, I don't remember if it was an assassination attempt or a duel. I had like a conflicting thing with somebody recently about it, about which one it was. I personally, in my recollection of the event, not that I was there, but reading about it, is that he was having a party on the White House greens, and like just people were there, and somebody tried to pull a gun on him, and so either it hit him and he just didn't care, or like it backfired, or it didn't go off properly. It was a dud bullet. But basically, what happens is Andrew Jackson registers that some punk just shot at him.
Okay.
And so he just flies into a rage, indignant that someone would dare shoot at him, and proceeds to beat the man to death with his cane on the White House lawn.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And not only does he do that, but he doesn't stop, and so the Secret Service has to pull him off the corpse.
Oh my god. This man is insane. He's
Yeah.
on the $20 bill.
Yeah. No, I've said for a long time actually that I would like when people were talking about we need to change the currency of people update. I'm like, get rid of Andrew Jackson.
Yeah, no.
No more Andrew Jackson.
Weren't they gonna do that?
No, they were getting rid of Hamilton on the $10 bill, which then they ended up not doing that because of the release of the Hamilton musical. Everyone was like, how dare you try to get rid of Alexander Hamilton?
Just replace. Weren't they gonna replace Andrew Jackson with Harriet Tubman?
No, they were going to replace Hamilton with Harriet Tubman.
Why don't they replace Andrew Jackson with Harriet Tubman?
I don't know, and I would honestly like someone to do something like that.
Let's start a petition on change.org.
Go on change.org, say Andrew Jackson, Harriet Tubman, ah.
Exactly like that.
And you'll find it, not because we put it there.
Is the treasurer in charge of changing like the figure on the bill?
Secretary of Treasury?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I don't know as much about the internal runnings of every aspect of the government as much as I might like to. But if I had to guess, because that's what it would be if I was guessing.
Yeah.
I would say that the Secretary of Treasury is probably informed about stuff like that, but I think it would actually be the Mint and the National Bank that would be in charge of any changes made to future prints of money.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean,
Alexander Hamilton. Kooky, man. That guy?
Andrew
Ooh.
Jackson, he needs to be taken off that thing. Because, yeah, no, the Trail of Tears, I mean, literally.
Like, single, like, and I don't want to get too
for
crazy
the point of this
here,
conversation.
but, like, it's, I mean, like, I'm not as educated in history as I sometimes like to think I am, but to my knowledge, it is the single best example of the lowest actions of the United States government and people.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, worst.
Like, let's be real here. The United States has done some fucked up shit. And continues to do so. But that was, like, the big no. Well, there we go. That's
Do we leave that in? That's dark and
fuck
that's
it.
hot and heavy.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay.
All right.
But now we need something else. I can't end on that.
You know what? Yeah, it can.
It
Let everybody
can.
reflect.
Think about yourselves, America. All our audience are Canadians.
Kooky.
Just think about the next time you spend a $20 bill. What you're actually doing. What?
Nothing.
What?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
He's thinking of something, but he doesn't want to say. But I want to know. So we might have to... we never introduced ourselves. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fairly Thought Podcast. My name is Jonathan Rouse.
And I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
And this has been the Fairly Thought Podcast. I'm Jonathan Rouse.
I'm Justin McElroy. Kiss your dad. Square on the lips.
Okay.
I'm actually ripping another podcast thing right now.
Why?
It's funny, and I like that podcast. Do we have to... Are we actually going to record ourselves? Are we actually using this?
I thought so. What?
Oh, I kind of figured we'd just segue into it. All right.
Segue into what?
Well, no, it just like has to... Hello.
Whoa.
I don't know why I did that.
Do I? He pulled the mic up to his face, and then he looked surprised that it was there. But, like, it was resting on his face for a solid 2 seconds before, like, the realization came across his face of, whoa, microphone.
That makes me think of... have you heard the two-person theory, that you're actually two people in one brain?
Yeah. Isn't that, like, where multiple personality disorder comes from?
I don't think so.
I've heard of it.
But, like, it's that there's two... Basically, the two hemispheres of your brain are, technically speaking, independent thought boxes. And it's the bridge in between that lets them communicate.
Mm-hmm.
But hypothetically speaking, there's two entities in your brain. And one of them can just do its own shit and has different opinions than you. But you're the one that gets to talk, so it's just relinquished to playing along.
Damn, really?
Why's your hand moving?
What?
Your hand, as I was talking about there being a second dude, was just kind of down here like...
Oh, I was messing with the rubber band in my hand.
Ha! Scary!
It's like that movie Split.
Oh god, Split's kooky.
I haven't...
Split's actually part of a trilogy.
I know, it's part of the... Yeah, because... Okay, so what was the first movie in that trilogy?
I think the first movie is the one with... Is it Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
It's Bruce Willis, and then Samuel L. Jackson is the dude in the wheelchair.
Yeah, what was that called?
He's convinced him to be a hero. And then there's Split, and he's the villain. They're like superhumans, or they think they are.
And
then the third movie...
Glass.
Glass, yes. But, like, it takes a weird twist, because not only do they fight, but then they get caught, and then the next part of the movie is these people trying to convince them that they're just crazy.
Damn. Thanks for spoiling.
You made it sound like you'd already watched them.
No.
Oh.
I just... Before you went into that, I said, I haven't actually seen Split.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Or at least I think I said it. Maybe I was thinking of saying it, and then you started talking, and I didn't get the
History will
chance.
judge me. I apologize.
Nah, it's fine. No, I remember, like, people were really talking about, like, that was crazy because it was, like, a setup to a universe that nobody knew.
Yeah.
And people were straight up like, that's how you do it. Just subtly. Don't, like, throw it in people's faces like everyone else is doing. I remember Split. What was it? The Visit for, oh, fuck. What's the... Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
This, like, The Visit was, like, his big comeback, and then I think Split came after, and people were like, fuck yeah, Split, woo!
God, M. Night Shyamalan, he's done some real stinkers, though.
He has. That's a whole nother topic.
Oh, my God.
But we're really pushing ourselves here.
All right. You'll do a good job of stitching this into something, because we've also done a goodbye and a hello. So you'll get to play doctor with this.
I'm just keeping the goodbye and hello in the same spot.
Hello, goodbye.
All right. Yeah, I mean we're nearing an hour here. I think
Yep. We're definitely good at this point.
we're good to go.
Well, not that we weren't good before, but we should wrap it
now
up.
we're good. I think we're starting to lose ourselves
We're
a bit.
just kind of rambling about nothing.
Thank
you so much for tuning into this episode of the Thoroughly Thought Podcast. I'm Genesis Ruiz.
I'm Jonathan Rouse.
And we'll tickle your eardrums later. Ah, my eardrum! Ah!
All right.
Bye.